Descalzas Reales Monastery is located right in the heart of Madrid and was founded by Juana de Austria, the sister of Philip II. This is a religious building which served as an enclosed convent. Many ladies of the nobility would seek seclusion at this monastery, taking their personal belongings with them. The facade of the church is a fine, austere composition in El Escurial style, crowned by the coat of arms of the founder. Gran Via is one of the streets in Madrid that one simply can't miss out on during a visit to the city. The street features early 20th century architecture and is one of the best shopping centres in the city. It's also surrounded by magnificent and luxurious hotels, as well as huge cinema complexes. This building, designed by Ignacio Cárdenas and the American architect Weeks, was constructed for the Spanish telephone company. Completed in 1929, it was Madrid's first skyscraper. The origins of the Gran Via, often called the Spanish Broadway, date back to a time when the need was felt to link the northwest portion of the city to the historic centre. Several proposals were presented for the Gran Via that was to cross the city. The definitive plan was approved in 1901 and construction began in 1910. Spreading out over 1 kilometre long, this 100-year-old strip is the city's main commercial and leisure avenue. A street that's always buzzing and where sleep is not an option. The Madrilenians' favourite place to be. Although it's a century old, it has a young name, since it's only been known as Gran Via since 1981. Continuing along Calle de Alcalá, the walk passes several monumental buildings, all essentially neoclassical. This is the case of the former Madrid Customs Office, currently taken over by the Ministry of Economy and Treasury, or the building accommodating the Royal Academy of Fine Arts of San Fernando. The most recognizable landmark on the street is the Metropolis Building. The building is crowned with a magnificent black dome, accentuated with gilded ornaments. It's easy to spot because of the statue of the winged goddess Victory, which sits on the roof. The architects used the typically French Beaux Arts style in their design, with a lavish facade decorated with statues, pillars and ornaments. The facade is decorated with festoons and small foliated windows. During the 19th century, the whole of Europe experienced the arrival of a new architectural style that prompted old cities to grow at full speed. Although Madrid was one of the last capitals to accept the boom of modernity, it finally gave in to the invasion of new urban centres. The so-called Castro Plan and his urban development plan for Madrid from 1860 conceived large rectangular blocks that would meet the city's need for new neighborhoods. It was Madrid's first major urban development plan and attempted to organize the city by means of a large avenue designed using a straight-line layout. Madrid has a varied schedule of theatrical performances and many opera houses. One of the most remarkable theatre venues in Madrid is Teatro Alcázar. Las Calatravas Church is a good example of Madrilenian Baroque style. It's always interesting to walk along the street and look to the rooftops of these impressive buildings, since many of them are lavishly decorated and often possess large statues, sometimes precariously perching on the ledge of the roof. This square is dedicated to José Canalejas, Prime Minister in 1910. Here, there are some great buildings owned by banks which wanted to show off their wealth in order to make people trust them. If they had money to build these buildings, it meant they were capable of looking after people's money. The Casa de Don Tomás de Allende was built from 1917 to 1920.